going on, guys? Today we're going to build a front splitter for the Z3. Alright boys, so last time you saw I made the side splitters. So I made these out of 3/16 inch Kydex material, sheet material. I did since add some new spacers to that, so they are actually a 1/2 inch lower than they were at the end of the last video. And I really like the way that looks. And I did also get it installed on the other side, as you can see here. So yeah, I'm liking that look for sure. So now today the focus is going to be the front splitter. So the front splitter is generally going to be the same type of fabrication, same material. I've got different spacers that are 1 inch long because I think I want it to be about 1 inch lower than the front bumper. And the bumper itself does have a nice flat area on the bottom to attach to. I'm going to get this thing up on the lift, and then I will show you some more details on how I'm going to mount it, where I'm going to mount it, and the hardware I'm going to use. Now I've got the car up on the lift, and you can see where I'm going to be mounting this front splitter. So I'll mainly be using the front bumper, which is the white section here. You can see there's actually already some holes, so I'm going to use some of the holes that are already there. I might have to make them a little bit larger. So there's 2 here, there's 1 here, and that's on both sides, same thing. And then I'll have to make some in the middle, probably 3 more, something like here, and then 1 in the middle, and then 1 other one over here. But what I do need to do is I need to take this grill out. So I have some room for some hardware here. So I'll take it out, I'll install everything, and then I'll figure out where I need to create some clearance in this grill section. So I'll cut that out so it can be reinstalled back in the same spot. And also I think I'm gonna make it go the whole way under everything here. So there was a piece that was under like the fan here and the radiator, but it was all broken because where it mounts to was right here, and the flange is totally broken off. The previous owner, I think, hit an animal or something, so it broke that under tray. So I'm gonna basically create a new under tray with the splitter as well. So it will be here and go the whole way across. And here is the old under tray. That is where that old bracket just broke right off. So now I'll basically get 2 things done with one. So I'll have the splitter and it will go under the car a good bit to also protect the fan and the radiator and that kind of stuff. So I'll get my piece of Kydex and I will clamp it to the bottom of the front bumper, and then I will start marking around the front bumper where it's gonna go. I think it's gonna be about 3 inches the whole way around, because this section here, that is sticking out just about 3 inches from the car. So I think I'll probably keep an even spacing from the bumper the whole way around. And once I get that cut out, I can mark where these holes are. I can mark those from the top side. And then I will probably just mount it loosely with those holes on both sides, so then I can drill up from the bottom and create the 3 extra holes I need here in the front. Really quick, I want to thank today's sponsor, Fixed, the car repair sensor that lets you know what's wrong with your car. It also can give you cost estimates, maintenance reminders, and can manage multiple vehicles, which is really helpful if you're someone like me. It's normally $60, but if you use my link below, you can have it for just 20 bucks and free shipping. Okay, I've got the Kydex fully marked out. Again, I'm using 3/16 inch Kydex sheet. And as you saw, I used this block, which was exactly 3 1/4 inches wide. I put that up against my bumper and then ran it along with the Sharpie next to it. That's a nice way to make sure you're matching the contour of the bumper. The only change I am making is I'm smoothing off this point here. I don't really like how pointy that front bumper is. And then if you have a sheet down below it, with that point, it looks kind of weird, I think. So I'm going to smooth that off just a little bit. I basically took a 1/2 inch off that point and then smoothed it in. And then I marked the points where there's already holes in the bumper that I'm going to use. So there's 4 on each side. Then I went ahead and added 3 in the middle one right here in the center, and then I split the difference on either side. So now I can cut this. I will be using a jigsaw with a wood blade. That's what I used last time, and it worked perfectly. All right, I've now got the Kydex cut out and all of my holes drilled. So now I'll go over the hardware. I'm using 1/4-20 hardware. So this is 1/4-20 by 2-inch hex bolt. I'll have that going through a large fender washer, same 2-inch fender washers I'm using on the side skirts. And then that will go underneath the Kydex. So I'll then have the Kydex, and then I have my 1-inch spacer. This is a 1-inch PTFE spacer. So that will go on. Then it will be the actual bumper material. After that, another 2-inch fender washer, and then a 1/4-20 lock nut on the top. And again, I'm using these large fender washers to distribute the force on the Kydex and then also on the bumper. If you had just the nut or just the head here, it would easily pull through the plastic. So with these large fender washers, it distributes the load and makes it much stronger. All right, so here's the front splitter installed. The install was pretty easy. The middle 3 were a little bit harder to get to just because I had to reach in behind. I had to Dremel out some of that clearance in the grill support so I could fit the washer and the nut behind there. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it looks. Actually a lot better than I thought it would. And now with the side splitters, it's really starting to come together. As you can see, I did smooth that point off the front so it's not too pointy. I think that was the right call because there is one other splitter out there for sale and it has the point, and I really don't like how that looks. Also, that splitter mounts right up against the front bumper, and I think this looks so much better spaced down just an inch. And once you're standing here looking down at it, you really don't think like it is spaced down. But that spacing gets the whole front bumper a little bit closer to the ground because in stock form, I think it does sit a little bit too high regardless of the wheel and tire fitment. And the splitter is very solid. I ended up with 11 attachment points, which is plenty. It is secured very well to the bumper. So now next up, I can finally start working on the fenders. I'm gonna be buying some sheet metal, I think today. I got the mock-ups on, but as you can see, I do need to make some modification now that I have the splitters done. It can go the whole way down to the splitter there in the front. And also the same thing in the rear. It can go the whole way down and terminate on the splitter. I think I am actually going to attach the splitter to the fender with another bolt going up through. But that's gonna be it for today. Let me know what you guys think of my new splitters.